Hello, welcome to this video. This is going to be different. Yeah. So a lot of what I do on this channel is exploring my hobbies and interests. That's usually reading or fitness, art, and baking normally. But I do have another pretty intense interest in my life. There are a few videos on this channel about it, and that is nail polish. So I love nail polish. I really enjoy painting my nails. It's a very fun activity that I look forward to every week. And I do paint my nails every week. And I've done something a little kooky. So I own a lot of nail polish. And I don't just own nail polish. I own specifically Hello Taco nail polish. It's just a favorite nail polish of mine. It's what got me really into nail polish. And it's grown into a bit of a problem. Understandably, I recognize that I have too much nail polish, that nobody in their right mind needs this much nail polish. And I understand that. Honestly, come the new year, I'm going to have some sort of ban or restriction in place. But that's not what we're here to talk about. What we're here to talk about is I've done something a little kooky this year. Like I said, I paint my nails every week, and I have painted my nails every week of 2024. And I also took a picture of every single manicure. So in today's video, we are going to be looking at all the different manicures I did, and we're going to be seeing what colors I gravitated towards, what did I mostly paint my nails, and then we're also going to be tier ranking all of the manicures because I definitely have some amazing ones and I definitely have ones that are not as amazing. They're all amazing though because they're all Hello Taco and it's all beautiful polish, but definitely have favorites and least favorites of all of the manicures. There are 52 weeks in a year, so you would think I have 52 manicures to rank, and I have 56 manicures, and that's because I don't always do the same thing on both hands. Sometimes I did like one color on one hand, something on the other hand, so I took pictures of both. So I do have 56 photographs that we're going to be looking at today. So here is a very boring slideshow of the manicures that I did this year. And this was just to separate them based on color. I'm actually surprised at how little 52 is. I was expecting for me to come to the end of this year and have all of these photographs of manicures and be sort of overwhelmed by the amount of manicures and like being able to sort them all and everything, but it actually was not that bad at all. When I break them up into color especially, it's like, oh, I actually don't even have that many manicures. So these are all my red polishes. This is going to be kind of hard because certain colors aren't like, oh, that's 100% red or that's 100% blue. There's definitely multicolored and shifts in all of these. So some of them are hard to place just in one category. But these are all my red polishes. Very beautiful. My pinks, which just like gorgeous. My goodness. Orange and yellow, which is not surprising. Not very many. But I am surprised that it's literally only 3 out of 52, but the more you know. This is why we're looking at this. Listen, I figured, I'm obsessed. I have all this nail polish. I have so many colors. What colors am I actually using? So it's just interesting for me. I am fully aware that I might be the only person who actually cares about the content of this video. Here's blue. I actually have 2 slides of blue. I'm not surprised that blue is one of my top choices. Blue part 1 and blue part 2. Very beautiful. I love blue. Which is weird because I wouldn't even consider blue being a favorite color. Like if you ask me what my favorite color is, I'd say green. However, blue is up there in terms of how often I paint my nails blue. And then green, which is here, the next color, I have 3.5 manicures. And I say 3.5 because one of those is my Christmas manicure, so there was red in it. And I just classified it as green because it was mostly green. So it's interesting that like I would say my favorite color is green, but I rarely do my nails green. However, I am really feeling that magnetic green. I love that. And then onto purple, which is probably the next top shade. This one probably deserves 2 slides, but I, for some reason, shoved them all into one. Yes, a lot of purple, but honestly, not as much as I was expecting. I was expecting more purple, which is weird because you would think I would know what I was expecting since I'm the one painting my nails every week. But the pictures don't lie. Next is brown/black or gray. Very fun. Classic. Can't really go wrong. And then we have a couple other categories. So this is like multicolored or Skittle manis. So anytime I painted all my fingers a different color And then I also have that orange polish. It's actually a thermal polish, so it is orange when it's warm, but then when it was cold, it turned pink. So what do you classify that as? It's orange and pink, so I put it under other or Skittle because it was technically two very different colors. Here are multicolored or unicorn skins. So unicorn skins are a type of topper. So this was just some sort of base polish with a unicorn multicolor iridescent topper on top. So it's kind of hard to just pick it being one color when it shifts to multiple colors. Oh, and then this has nail art. I don't typically do a lot of extravagant or very fancy nails. Like, I think they look fancy and nice just because the polish is really good. But in terms of actual nail art and designs, I don't actually do that very much. So this is all of the polishes that had some sort of nail art, whether it be with the dotting tool, like the Valentine's nails, or like a gradient, which is like that blue and purple, so like with a sponge. And then the last slide is just any manicure that I used a topper on. Most of these have unicorn skins, or they also might have a shimmer topper. And then I also have like holographic, like scattered hollow or flaky hollow on top. So just to see how often I was reaching for the toppers. But yeah, so that is a brief overlook of all of the manicures and what colors I was gravitating towards the most. So definitely blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 blue manicures, 10 purple manicures. So very close, but blue did win. Now to go right into the tier ranking of all my manicures, I've just named the categories how I saw fit. So S tier, top tier, perfection, beautiful. Next down is just very pretty. And then they're nice. Maybe they're not the best, but they're nice. And then they're fine. Because see, this is the thing. They're all, in my opinion, beautiful because they're all beautiful polishes. I wouldn't paint my hand with something ugly. But, you know, they all have their pros and their cons. And then the last tier is interesting choice. You know, when someone's like, oh, do you like this? And you just go, it's a choice, not necessarily, obviously, a compliment. So we have all of my manicures uploaded here. So I'm just going to go one by one and rank them, I suppose. So these are in no particular order. This is a iridescent blue shimmer, which is gorgeous. And as the time of recording is a relatively recent launch. So I'm still kind of in the throes of being obsessed with it. This is so hard. I don't want to put them all in perfection. They kind of are all perfection, but we have to rank them, okay? So I'm going to go, right off the bat with this first one, honestly, I'm going to put it into perfection. This next one is actually the one I currently have. This is the most up-to-date photo. It is a pretty pink, pearlescent, shimmery, very soft, not something I normally go for. Because it is the most recently acquired polish, I am in the midst of being currently very obsessed with it. So I'm going to go perfection as well for that. Next is, it's actually a red base with a purple unicorn skin on top, so it looks really purple, but I thought this was really fun. It was a jelly base with a unicorn skin on top, which is a really unique combo. So honestly, I'm just going to put that in very pretty. This next one, it is a glittery, sparkly purple, and I'm not a huge fan of glitter polish, like the thick ones. So why do I own a bunch of them? We don't need to talk about that. But I'm going to put this glittery purple in. They're nice. This next shade is a very dark espresso brown, classic linear holographic. I'm gonna also get that with they're nice. They're not super exciting, but kind of classy, very dark, almost neutral if holographic could be neutral, you know. The next is my Christmas manicure, and so it's just a very bright emerald green with a red accent finger. And I'm also gonna put that in they're nice because it's a very loud manicure because it's Christmassy colors, and it's, I would say, perfection for the Christmas season. But in terms of like an all-around manicure, red and green's not necessarily the best go-to. Next one is a garnet base with a unicorn skin topper. And honestly, these ones are gonna go in, they're fine. I think they're pretty, they're fun, but they're fine. I'm gonna try not spend too much time on each one. We gotta do what we gotta do. The next one is a very warm gray with 2 accent nails, which are very sparkly. That's also gonna go with they're fine. The next one is a very dark purple. I think this is amethyst. they're fine. This next manicure is one of my very few green manicures. This one, honestly, I'm kind of obsessed with. This one makes me want to do green polish more often. I'm gonna go with very pretty because I was really feeling that manicure. This next one is a like kind of a dark reddy brown into a copper gradient with a topper on top. This one is fine. Next up is a purpley base with a warm shimmer topper on top. So very fun. I'm going to put it in, they're nice. This next one is fun. This is that same red jelly base from before with disco dust on top, so very rainbow sparkly. That one is gonna go in very pretty. That was so fun. The next is a very dark, warm brown. That is Inkwell, I believe. Very pretty, dark academia, ball vibes. I'm gonna go with, they're nice. This next polish is very bright for me. I tend towards darker polishes, and this is a periwinkle with a lunar unicorn skin on top. And is it crazy that I know these things off the top of my head? Maybe. So this is very bright, very flashy for me, but I'm feeling that combo. And so I'm going to put that in very pretty. This next one I remember distinctly. It was like the start of fall and I knew I wanted to do a autumnal manicure. And so I brought out these 5 fall-ish polishes and was trying to decide between those what I was going to use. And I just liked how they all looked together, so I just did them all together. So very fall, very Skittle, very fun. I'm going to put it in, they're nice. This next polish, very blue, very shimmery, very fun. They're nice. Oh my gosh, this is Or Bite Me. I'm obsessed with this shade. Also, my nails were really long and beautiful. I'm putting that in perfection. This peanut butter and jelly manicure, I'm kind of obsessed with. Super cute, super fun, but I'm gonna go with they're nice. This is a very simple linear holographic purple, very pale purple. I think that's toe beans. I'm gonna go with they're nice. This is another thermal polish that shifts from a light pink to a very dark pink. I'm gonna go with very pretty. This is a magnetic blue with a holographic topper. I'm going to go with they're fine. A little bit crazy for me. This one is like a mauve with a purple shimmer on top. I'm going to go with they're fine. The next is a very deep, rich purple with a bit of blue in it. Also fine. This magnetic in the orange shift. So when it is warm and it's orange, I'm going to go with interesting choice because not really my favorite color, to be honest. But when that shade is cold and it's all pink, I definitely like that pink better, and I'm going to put it in there fine. Oh, look at that. I can pick it up. I can make it bigger. My goodness. Okay, so that is a crushed hollow. I love this formula so much. Very pretty. This is that same formula, but in blue. Very pretty. That same formula in purple, which I just love that collection, clearly. Very pretty. This is a manicure with 2 different reds. I love that. That is going to be, they're nice. The red shade is a bit bold for me. This blue, again, a bit bold, but this was summertime, so I was going with bright polishes for fun and having a good time. So to keep on that, we'll just skip to this green one. Honestly, I was feeling this neon green so much. I'm not usually a neon girly pop, but this neon green, I was feeling it. I'm going to put that in very pretty because it was just so fun. This is peach tea. So this is an orange pastel linear holographic, and that's going to go with they're fine, but kind of basic for me. This is so fun. That is a dark base with a unicorn skin on top. I'm gonna go, they're nice. This next one, very similar to the last one, they're fine. This dark teal is beautiful. They're nice. This one, I was wanting to do a gradient and I chose interesting colors. And to be honest, I'm not a big fan of it. So that's gonna go with interesting choice. And now we have just a basic brown polish, very chocolate brown. That's gonna go with they're fine, because it's just a brown creme. Beautiful, but not super exciting. This periwinkle, gorgeous. And then I love this simple nail art that I did with it. So honestly, might put that in perfection. This next one is blue, which is interesting because I gravitate towards blue a lot, but I'm not a huge fan of this polish. Also, I have a bit of PTSD when looking at that polish because my nail broke clean off while I was wearing this polish, and that doesn't have anything to do with the polish, but it does bring back memories. So we're gonna put that in interesting choice. This next one is a buttery yellow with a flaky holographic topper on top. I'm gonna go with They're Fine. This next one is a very bright Valentine's Day manicure with little hearts on my accent fingers. And honestly, I was really feeling that. My nails were super long. I loved it. I'm gonna put it in Very Pretty. This is my St. Patrick's Day nails, and kind of similar to the Christmas one. I think they're great for St. Patrick's Day, but would I wear my nails like that at any other point in the year? No. So I'm gonna put them down into interesting choice. Sorry, St. Patrick's Day nails. This next one is, again, a very dark base with a disco dust topper, which is just magical. So I'm gonna put them in, they're nice. Next one, another magnetic, gorgeous. This was at the beginning of 2024. My nails were so long, and just look at that magnetic stripe. Isn't that incredible? That is going into perfection for sure. This next one, a very pink coated, very soft, crushed hollow, I believe. Such a great formula. That is gonna go into Very Pretty. This next one, I was trying out a new collection launch, so I just did all of the polishes. So maybe not the best look for, you know, trying to be presentable, but I mean, those are all gorgeous polishes. So I'm gonna put it in They're Fine, just because individually they're all incredible, but since they're all on my nails at the same time, it's fine. This next one was also at the beginning of this year. This nail art is so cool looking. I never do nail art, and so this was like really outside of the box for me, but just so cool. I'm still obsessed with this. This is definitely going in perfection. And then this is the other half of my Valentine's Day nails. So I did one hand pink, one hand red, and I like that one a bit less than the pink. So the pink was in Very Pretty. So I'll put this one in there nice. Next one, again, just another kind of, I don't want to say neutral because it's so bright and shiny, and how can you say that anything about that is neutral? It's literally rainbow holographic, but not super fun. It's gonna go in there fine. And then this one is very unique, kind of, I don't know if you'd say dragon scale or like mermaid tail a little bit. Very dark, yet bright and in your face. I think this one's fun, but looking at it now, I'm just gonna put it with, I don't know, I don't think it deserves an interesting choice, but I'll go They're Fine. They're fine. This is a blue Skittle. I'm feeling like it's fine. This is literally the only matte manicure I did this year, and I can say that with a fact because I took a picture of all my manicures, but the matte over a blue unicorn skin is very interesting, very fun. I'm gonna go with They're Nice. This is a bright aqua holographic polish. I do think there's a topper that I put on this, but you can't even tell that there's a topper on it. But it's very pretty. That's gonna be another, well, I did just say Very Pretty, so maybe we'll put it up all the way in Very Pretty. Oh, here we are, the last manicure already. So this is another one where I was sampling the collection box that I just bought. I love this collection box. I think it is so pretty. I'm obsessed with several of the shades in it. This is gonna go into Very Pretty. Okay, well, there we go. That is all of the polishes tier ranked. That is it. I didn't really have anything else planned for this video. I just wanted to do something with all of the pictures that I took this year because, you know, I put work in documenting all of the manicures and everything. So I was like, I gotta do something with this information. And the question is, do I keep this up in 2025? Like, do I need to do that to myself? Or should I just like let it be and paint my nails for fun? But yeah, that is all of my manicures for 2024, which is a weird thing probably to keep track of, but I did it. And here we are, and we just ranked all of them. Let me know what you thought about any of the manicures down below if you care about nail polish. Because if you don't, that is very understandable. And in no way is this an ad for Holo Taco. I know it might seem like it, but it's just genuinely, that's all the nail polish that I own is Holo Taco because I like it. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and maybe you learned something new today. So I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.